Recently, I put out a video in which I created Pokemon teams for several Animal Crossing characters. Today, it's time for part 2. This video will follow a similar format. I am creating a team that consists of 6 Pokemon that these Animal Crossing special characters would actually use in battle. Check out part 1 if you haven't yet. In part 1, I did teams for Tom Nook, Isabelle, Blathers, Flick, and CJ. This video will contain 5 new characters, and if you didn't see your favorite special character in either part 1 or 2, let me know in the comment section down below, and maybe I'll think of making a part 3. With that being said, let's get started with our first character in this video, Blanca. Blanca, I think, is an unusual choice, because she hasn't appeared all too often. Instead of assigning one Pokemon type to Blanca, I'm assigning him a color. All of Blanca's team will be Pokemon that are classified as being white in the Pokedex. There are 167 Pokemon marked as this color. By the way in which the Pokemon Company classifies some of these little fellas is odd. Like, the entire Frillish line is classified as white. Why and how? I don't know, but according to Pokemon, they are white, so it is what it is. To avoid me from going on that tangent for too long, let's just focus on Blanca's team. First, I absolutely have to give Blanca a Smeargle. In the earlier Animal Crossing games, you could paint a face on Blanca, and Smeargle is the painter Pokemon. So I mean, duh. In New Leaf, Blanca hosts the April Fool's event. Because of this, I gave him a Blacephalon, who is very clown-like to me. Blacephalon would totally appreciate an April Fool's trick. To carry on the April Fool's theme, I have to give Blanca one more clown. So the Galarian form of Mr. Mime also joins the squad. Snom joins this elite team due to its appearance. I think the white face of Snom matches incredibly well with the white face of Blanca. I am not a good artist. I never have been. Those teeny eyes on Snom was the extent of what I could do for Blanca's face when I played this game way long ago. Following the Welcome Home Amiibo update for New Leaf, Blanca could visit you in her RV. The buyer for Blanca, while inside the RV, says, sure, she likes to stir up trouble around the town, but when you see her out relaxing at the campground, she looks so, well, she still looks pretty creepy. In October 2024, Game Rant put out an article on the creepiest Pokemon. So since Blanca is classified as being creepy in-game, I had to give her a Pokemon just like that. Luckily for me, the #1 creepy Pokemon on that Game Rant list is Frostlass, who is a white Pokemon. I guess in hindsight, I could have made Blanca an Ice-type trainer since 50% of this team is Ice-based, but I like the white theming better. Now, in my last video, I did do something different for the final Pokemon on each team. This Pokemon did not follow the established theme for each character. I'm going to be doing something pretty similar in this video. The final Pokemon on Blanca's team is not white, but it is from Pokemon White. Welcome to the squad, Zekrom! Our second character today is Luna. Luna works with the players to dream in the Animal Crossing games. Because Luna's work deals with the subconscious mind, I made her a psychic type leader. The first pick is so obvious I shouldn't have to explain it, but I still will. We have Drowsy. In the Pokedex entries for Pokemon Stadium 2, it says, if you think that you had a good dream but you can't remember it, a Drowsy has probably eaten it. It remembers every dream it eats. It rarely eats the dreams of adults because children's are much tastier. Drowsy is super intertwined with dreams. Plus, Drowsy and Luna are both tapirs. They are perfect for each other. Another basic pick, but I also gave Luna a Musharna. Musharna is also very closely tied with dreams. In the Pokedex for Pokemon Shield, it reads, it drowses and dreams all the time. It's best to leave it be if it's just woken up, as it's a terrible grump when freshly roused from sleep. Also, while writing this video, I learned that Musharna is also meant to be styled after a tapir, so that's cool. Now, I promised some less obvious picks besides dream connections. My next choice is Starmie. Luna has some lovely stars in her hair, so having a star on her team really ties the whole outfit together. Beyond the outfit and accessories, Luna also has a very diva-like makeup look. You know who else loves looking like a diva? Roxish, of course. Now with Smoochum, let me try to best explain how my mind works. Do you all remember in the early 2000s how it was very common for young, rich socialites to carry around a small dog in their purse? So hear me out. If Luna was a Paris Hilton type person, she 100% would carry Smoochum around in a purse. Please enjoy my beautiful artistic rendering of what that would look like. And for Luna's non-psychic type, I gave her a Froakie. Luna's birthday is February 29th, which means she's born on the leap day. And frogs, like Froakie, are associated with leap day because they, well, leap. Our third character is Brewster, the talented pigeon barista. In the Pokemon universe, there are tea-themed Pokemon like Sinestee and its line, but no real coffee Pokemon. So for Brewster's team, I'm putting together the ultimate coffee order. Not following a certain typing for Brewster, but another themed team. Now, full disclosure, I'm not the biggest coffee lover in the world, so my ideal coffee order is probably very different than your ideal. But for me, when I do get a little bit of caffeine, I do an iced coffee with almond milk and caramel. So that's what I will be recreating to the best of my ability for Brewster. First, we need to start with the coffee beans. This one was a little tricky, but I'm sorry to all the Minior fans. Minior kind of looks like a coffee bean. I think if you ground up Minior, you can maybe get some coffee from it. Next, we need to get some ice in this coffee. So for that, we're going to chip off a piece of Avalugg. And I'm sure they won't mind, especially since in the Pokedex for Pokemon Shield, it says, as Avalugg moves about during the day, the cracks in its body deepen. The Pokemon's body returns to a pristine state overnight. So if we chip off a piece, it will go back to pristine overnight, like nothing even happened. Our next step is to add some milk, and duh, we're calling up Miltank for that. Next is the caramel flavoring. I kind of hate the taste of coffee, so a flavoring does wonders for me. This caramel pick is easy because Alcremie has a caramel swirl type. When I order from Brewster, all he has to do is spin clockwise for more than 5 seconds and voila. Now the caramel I put in my coffee is an artificial sweetener, but if you want something authentically sweet, perhaps some honey from a combi. And my last pick for Brewster is actually a Hoopa, which could be unusual, but did you know that canonically Hoopa loves donuts? And nothing goes better with a cup of coffee than a donut. Our next team is actually a 2-for-1 special. We have a double battle duo of Orville and Wilbur, the Dodo brothers. For this team, each Dodo will get 3 Pokemon that will add up to their total of 6. So when you're versing them in battle, they would each send out 1 Pokemon at a time, so it would be like a 2v1 battle against you and your Pokemon. First and foremost, these brothers are going to be representing the flying type. Let's start off with Wilbur's 3 Pokemon. I started with giving him a Braviary, because Wilbur's canonical birthday is July 4th, and Braviary is styled after the eagle, which is the national bird of the United States. And the United States celebrates its Independence Day on July 4th. Then I gave Wilbur a Corviknight. Since Wilbur is actually the one carrying us around in his plane, I know there are many Pokemon that you can fly on and work for transportation, but Corviknight feels the most plane-like to me with its carriage that it carries around. The final Mon for Wilbur's half is Noivern. Wilbur speaks to us using the NATO phonetic alphabet, a series of words used to highlight which letter is meant to be used. The E in the NATO alphabet is echo, and Noivern uses the ultrasonic waves to communicate, kind of like they are using echo location. Switching over to Orville's half, we have Doduo. Now, in my opinion, Doduo is not an accurate representation on what a dodo bird actually looked like, but the name is similar, and Doduo being a real crap flyer still allows it to fit in nicely with Orville the dodo, since Orville is not the one of the 2 brothers who flies. He stays stationary on the ground, helping us with our tickets and locations. Now, if we want a Pokemon that looks more like the Dodos, we got to go with Cramorant, with its matching blue and yellow appearance. Now, prior to their extinction, dodo birds were native to Mauritius, a country in Eastern Africa. I wanted to pick one more Pokemon that represented the homeland of Orville and Wilbur. Because of that, I went with Fletchling, whose red face resembles the Mauritius Foddy. Looking at this, it def seems like Wilbur's half is stronger than Orville's, but I don't think that means Orville is the weaker brother. Each brother represents different things, and I think overall, as a team of 6, this is a great group. Even though I have technically done 5 characters in this video, I only did 4 teams, so I should do 1 more team, not to leave you all hanging. Our final team for this video belongs to Leif. Leif is a gardening aficionado of the Animal Crossing universe. He has a great love for plants and greenery. First, I gave Leif a Roselia. Roselia has 1 red rose and 1 blue rose on their hands, both of which are available in Animal Crossing. By the way, my island is covered in blue roses. I love them. Leif also gets an Executor to pair with the coconut trees we have on our islands and in our towns. Now, I went with the regular Executor from Kanto opposed to the Alolan because the Animal Crossing palm trees were quite short. More Executor height than Alolan Executor height. Leif obviously gets a Leafeon because of his name. It's Leif Yawn. I next gave Leif an applin because apple trees are one of the fruits that can be given in your town or island. The 5th Pokemon is Rotom in its Mo version. One of the tasks Leif can do for you is pull up the weeds for you, clean up the grass, and a lawnmower does that just as well. And for the final non-grass type for Leif, I gave him a Slack Off, obviously because Leif is a cute little sloth and Slack Off is a cute little sloth. Well, what do you guys think? Here are 5 new Pokemon teams that include 6 Animal Crossing special characters. I'm totally game to make a part 3, especially since my all-time favorite Animal Crossing special character has not been used yet. And I would love to make them a team one day. Let me know what you think of the teams I made. Would you have subbed in another Pokemon for one that I put? I would love to read your comments down below. But with that, I'll leave it off here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!